In this video, we're gonna get our sunglasses and bucket and go to Dauphin Island, a beautiful beach. It's only about 30 minutes from Mobile and has some of the most beautiful sand on the entire Gulf Coast. So let's dive in and take the journey. Hey, my name is Jeff Jones with Keller Williams right here in the heart of Mobile, Alabama. Every single week, I get phone calls, text messages, emails from people who are looking to move right here in Mobile, Alabama on the beautiful Gulf Coast. So that's why we're making this video, to give you a tour of Dauphin Island, one of the most requested topics. But if you have questions or are curious about what it's like, shoot me a message, an email, a text message, phone call, any way you want to reach out to me. I'll be happy to connect with you, and leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you'll get notified as soon as the next video drops. But before we go to Dauphin Island, we have to stop by my favorite chicken finger place. Exclusive to Mobile, it got started here, Fusakli's. It is the place to be. So we got to get all set before we hit the road, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, let's do it. So one of the things about Dauphin Island is, I've lived in Mobile my whole life. I kind of feel like in some ways it's the redheaded stepchild. Everybody always thinks, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach, Pensacola Beach, that's the best. But the truth is, there's like this hidden gem, this secret, this Dauphin Island. It's not as populated. I mean, it's not, as busy. There's not so much chaos, all the tourism. It is a nice break. And the great thing about it is you could literally wake up 8 o'clock in the morning, go to the beach, be there by 9:30, 10 o'clock, hang out for a couple hours, grab lunch, and be back home in the middle of the afternoon and not have taken up your entire day. So it's a great getaway, and we're going to give you a tour. And did I mention how cheap the gas is? Unbelievable. One of the great things about living in Mobile is the gas is super cheap. So, heading to the island, figured we'd fill up, get some gas, and drive around, and we'll still have plenty of gas left over because Dauphin Island is very close. So one of my favorite places about coming down to Dauphin Island is the Greers Market. It's like a mom and pop owned grocery store, and this is the last place. This is like, grab everything you need if you're going down to the island for the weekend. Right there, they have got everything you need, and on Friday afternoon, that place is packed. So if you notice, there are a lot of vacant land, lots for sale over here on the left. So the water's over here. We're talking just a few hundred feet, and there is the water. And so this summer, I showed a lot of property to a client, and the prices we were getting, they were in the 85, 90, 120, somewhere a little more. But you can buy a piece of land, build on it, on the water, for like 100K. It's a crazy great value. And there it is, off in the distance, the Dauphin Island Bridge. And here we are at the top of the Dauphin Island Bridge. And honestly, I have no idea what the real name of this bridge is, but for me, for everybody I know, it's just the Dauphin Island Bridge. So just a couple of little details, facts about the island before we actually get there. So they're about, population less than 1,500 people actually live there on the island. So it's not very populated. It's about 15 miles from end to end. And when a hurricane comes, almost everybody evacuates, heads over the bridge because, well, it's an island. It's out there in the open. But it's a beautiful place, and as you can tell, there's just nothing like it. So when you think of Dauphin Island, or you think about any beach in general, a lot of times you think of condos, but with Dauphin Island, it's primarily made up of beach houses. And so a lot of folks rent their beach houses out, and I've stayed down here with my family before. It's just a great getaway. But that's primarily what Dauphin Island is, lots and lots of beach houses. So one of the things you'll notice on the side of the road, there are these huge sand dunes. Anytime they have a storm, this road gets covered in sand and water, and it's hard to drive a car down this road sometimes. But this is what they do: is they'll take the sand off the road. But it's quite a sight to see for sure. Wow, it is so bright out here today. But as you can tell, you've got some beautiful surf here. This island is just incredible, and it's not very wide either. You've got the beach houses here, and then just 1,000 feet away, the other beach houses, and that's about it. That's how wide the island is. Of course, it gets wider and skinnier at different parts, but this is it. This is why people make the journey all the way to Dauphin Island, because it's beautiful. So this is actually the west side of the beach. It's just an incredible place. It's beautiful, it's isolated, but we're gonna take you all the way to the other end of Dauphin Island, go down to the east side, and that's a little different, more populated, more touristy type things going on. There's a fort, and we're gonna give you a sneak peek into the fort as well. But this is it, it's beautiful. Oh, and as a side note, if you want an incredible sunset, right here, amazing. Oh, and before we leave, if your kids like to pick up shells, this is definitely the place to do it. So here's just a little bit of the condos, hotels that are available on Dauphin Island. They're not many because, like I mentioned earlier, Dauphin Island is primarily beach houses, but some of these are available, and my family's gotten one a couple nights, and they're really nice. It's just a great way to get away. So if you want to do a little skateboarding, got their own little skate park there. Then right across the street, got some basketball courts, and you've got a public park. And now we're going to head down into what I will call a normal neighborhood. This is not on the beach, but this is just on a normal street in the middle of the island, and you'll be surprised at how the houses, they're just like what you would find in Mobile. So as you can tell, these houses, a lot of them are not up on stilts, which of course is taking a huge risk, but yeah, just like what you'd see in a normal neighborhood of Mobile. So there's several shops, restaurants along this main area as soon as you get on the island. But if you notice over here, this is a great bike path. Several years ago, I came out here with a buddy. We brought our bikes and just rode for miles and miles. I can't think of a better bike path than on Dauphin Island. So a couple years ago, I came down here with my family and we ran in a 5K race, and this was just completely covered with people. It was a really, really great race. As you can tell, there's a lot of activity going on. Over here on the left, you've got a campground. And then if you notice straight ahead, this is the loading area for the ferry that takes you over to Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores area. And this is a great thing to do. Load your family up in the car, set aside a little time. It's a very popular destination. It's not real expensive, but you will love it, and I highly recommend it. The Dauphin Islands Sea Lab is the ultimate elementary school field trip. My wife's a school teacher, and every year they go. It's a great time. So the last time that my daughter went, it was a great experience. Truly something you do not need to miss. So the Dauphin Islands Sea Lab, it's on the top of all the things to do on Dauphin Island. Definitely one of the highlights of Dauphin Island is Fort Gaines. If you haven't been, you have to make the trip. A couple years ago, I was riding my bike out here with a friend, and we went all the way around And just, it's amazing to think that this actually exists just, what, 30, 40 minutes from Mobile? It's a must-see for sure. Definitely a great outing for the family. You can just climb all over the park or all over the fort. It's great. In fact, I think I'm gonna go do it right now. And you can see Fort Morgan like right over there. And then of course that takes you into Gulf Shores. So you can hop on the ferry, go over to Fort Morgan, not very far. And these views are breathtaking. As beautiful as this place is, I would advise you not to go swimming right here. And there you have it, beautiful Dauphin Island. I know it's kind of windy out here. Hopefully it's not affecting the microphone too much, but it is beautiful. You know, we're in mid-November. What's it, 65, 70 degrees. I've got a light jacket on and it feels amazing. So hey, leave a comment below. The reason I did this video is because people kept saying, Jeff, shoot some videos of Dauphin Island. We keep hearing great things about it. Well, as you can tell, it is great, but I'd like to hear from you. So leave some comments below of where you would like me to go next. I love getting to do this. It's an honor to get to showcase the places around my favorite city where I've lived my entire life, Mobile, Alabama. Now don't forget to like and subscribe, because when you do that, it helps us out, it helps us reach more people. I'm getting phone calls all the time from people who actually are around the country and they want to move to Mobile because they're seeing that it's so beautiful and such a unique place. So call the number on the screen, shoot me a message or comment below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you guys for tuning in.